Chestnut Street, where the meeting with Nazir is supposed to take place. That's our forward team position, Red 1. They're on the ground. The mission is captured.
Happy Vlogmas! You are watching the Between the Skeins Vlogmas series. My name is Meg and I am the yarn dyer behind Megs Co, as well as the host of this channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today is December 6th. It is a Saturday, so it is day 6 of Vlogmas, and today we're dyeing yarn, doing my absolute favorite thing. I'm finally down in my dye room. I feel like it's been way too long since I've been down here dyeing yarn. So I'm just so happy to be down here today. I am working on a new color for the shop. If you've been watching along on the series, you've already gotten a little peek of this color because I'm using it for one of my holiday projects. It is Coffee Shop. I first dyed Coffee Shop actually on fiber, and believe it or not, because usually I feel like the color doesn't start on fiber and then gravitate to yarn. It usually starts the other way. But I was playing around with some fiber, and I just loved the way that the colors were coming together. And so this is the fiber. This is some Polworth. I absolutely have to get this photographed so I can get it up on the website. It's so pretty. And if you've seen the cake or the skein of the yarn that I've been using for my rainbow bouquet shawl that I've been knitting, it is quite different from this. So the fiber version has a lot more of these white sections. I've kept the color a lot more separated, a lot it's just a little bit different. And a lot of that just has to do with the technique. I don't really flip the fiber around like I can with the yarn. And I, this was literally my very first attempt at this color. So I was intentionally keeping the colors separated from each other because I wanted to see each individual color. And I still just love the way it came out. It's so pretty, and I cannot wait to spin this up. I'm absolutely going to be snagging a braid of this for myself because I want to see how this spins up. It's just got so many lovely colors. It's got this like very deep blue. It's got some like little sneaks of magenta in there, but lots of warm browns. And then of course those pops of white are going to kind of lighten things up. Some purples. It's really pretty. So I was just obsessed with how it looked on the fiber, and I wanted to get it on yarn, and so I deepened things up on the yarn because I wanted a very rich, yeah, I didn't want the white spots on the yarn. I wanted it to be just a nice, rich, warm color. And so I just went a little bit further exploring those blues and those browns, and I'm so happy with it. And it just reminds me of just that warmth of the coffee shop, the chatter and the smells and yeah, the vibes. It's all, I love it. So that's what I have going on today. So I've got a whole bunch of pans of both fingering weight and DK weight. In the other room, I've got some pans of minis that I'm working on 2 different tonals on minis because I'm hoping to be able to put together some sock sets for the future as well. So I will have to dye another batch of this on soft socks so I can put together some sock sets. But I'm really excited to see how those tonals come out. So I'm going for like a kind of medium blue, very similar to my American denim colorway. If you're familiar with any of my colorways, it's just a very nice blue. It goes with everything. It's denim blue. So it's very, very close. It's actually the same recipe, just a skosh darker, just to kind of get those a little bit more warmth to it. And then I'm playing around with layering some browns for the second tonal to, again, just pair really nice with this. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I just think it's going to be just such a wearable color. It's brown, but it's blue, and it's going to be one of those colors that whether you use it as an accent color like I'm using it for in my shawl, I think it's just going to pair well with just about anything because it just has a lot of richness and warmth to it, but on its own as well, it's a great neutral. It's not black, but it's dark and rich like a black, and you know, it's not quite brown because it's got blue in it, so it's just one of those really great neutrals that actually has a lot of depth and a lot of color in it because it has purple and blue, and I love colors like that. I love a color that, like, you know, you glance at it really fast and you're just like, oh, it's brown, and you really get into the fabric and you're like, oh, there's so much going on here. This is there's no beige here. There is so much depth and dimension and color, and I just love being able to stare at a fabric and you just keep seeing new colors in it. And to me, that's what this color is doing to me. It's just got a lot going on. It's so pretty. So I'm going to give these one quick flip, and then I'm going to go see what the tonals are doing. So here is the first layer of color. It's not fully exhausted yet, but I want to go ahead and add the second layer of color. It's just about fully exhausted. The water's not very warm yet. Ooh, that's hot. Don't touch the hot plate. Just about fully exhausted. So I wanted to start with like a very kind of purpley brown color, and then I'm gonna layer on a more reddish leaning brown. So hopefully that'll have some like really nice dimensional brown for our solid, or it's not a solid, a tonal, our tonal mini skeins. Very pretty. I feel like I need more water in here. Just don't like how they're like not floating. I'm gonna add more water to this. You can see like the water table is really low, and when I do tonals, I like to have the water table really high so that they're really floating around, and they have good access and contact to the dye. It just gives it a better chance to have more even color. And while I want tonality, I still want, you know, more even color. And sometimes I find that if that water table is too low, it's not, you start getting those white spots, those bare spots. And so it's, I don't know, it just seems like it's a thin line between, you know, it looking misdyed with bare spots versus tonality. And so just keeping that water table nice and high so that it's really able to move around and have good contact with the dye is just really important. So that's much better. Ooh, that's such a good color. Such like a warm, nice warm espresso bean type color. Very rich. So I don't think I have to do much with this one. This one's looking good. Just gonna give this one a flip. Yeah, we still have lots more cooking to go with this one. You can see the water is still very blue. But I'm really happy with that color. It's gonna look really nice. Very nice. I'm excited about that. So yeah, so today's been like just a very nice day. So yeah, I really just spent this morning just really leaning into all of my holiday, Advent, Vlogmas, Christmas countdown. I don't even know what I'm calling it now. But just all of my December me making. Yes, I woke up this morning and I started in on my shawl. And so I've got all 6 colors in on my shawl. And so I read ahead in the pattern a little bit. And now I'm like trying to debate what to do. Because the pattern, right now I'm keeping up no problem. Because the repeats are nice and short. So, you know, it's pretty quick to finish the sections. But I was reading ahead in the pattern in terms of like how many times you repeat each color. And I have 24 skeins, mini skeins, and I will get through all 24 at the halfway mark. So I thought, for some reason I thought that it would be 12 colors at the halfway and 24 for the whole shawl, because it actually calls for, the pattern calls for 12 mini skeins, and I'm using 24. So I thought it was 12 for the halfway, and then you just used them twice for the second half. But you actually, for a 12 mini skein kit, you actually use each color 4 times. So I will be using each color 2 times. So now I'm debating if I do want to keep up. Do I start opening 2 bags each day? Which means that I'll be opening, you know, I will be done opening bags very quickly. But that's really like the only way that I can kind of keep up. So I'll be done opening new yarn, but I'll keep up with the with what stripes I'm on, like the number of stripes, if that's making sense. So I'll have to think about that. And the one reason I'm hesitant is because I still have not finished the sleeves on that sweater, and so I'm kind of like, I really shouldn't be going like full in on this new project while that sweater is still on the needles, because as long as that sweater is still on the needles, I really should be devoting my time and attention to getting those sleeves done, not thinking about how I can do more on that shawl. shawl is really fun though. I'm really enjoying it. It's like a very nice, pleasing, repetitive lace pattern. It's very engaging. So it's just what I want to be knitting right now, of course. So I'm like, you know, angel on one side, devil on the other, like, just open all of it and just knit what you want to knit. But I'm like, no, I really want the sweater. One of the things that actually is helping me with the sweater, thank you so much to my Fiber Knit crew, because they convinced me to cut the strings. So I have been carrying all of the colors, and so that meant that I had just all of these threads of yarn, and they were just constantly getting tangled. And so part of like why these sleeves have been taking forever is because I've just been carrying so many colors along, and as I'm turning the sleeves, it's just, for every 2 rows that I knit, I have to spend 15 minutes untangling my yarn. So they finally convinced me to just stop carrying up colors and just cut them, because I'm going to spend more time untangling than I am to just weave in those ends. So I did it. I cut the cord. And I will say, it is going so much faster now. The amount that I have gotten done since I have just cut those ends, like I've already done more than double of like the whole other sleeve. So I am kind of cruising along now, which is so much better. So I'm making great progress, but I do think I need to finish those sleeves before I can start opening double packs of the shawl. It just only seems fair. So I will do that. But yeah, it was just a wonderful morning. So I worked on my shawl, I did my socks. So I'm all caught up on my socks. I did my puzzle. I've still been basically binge watching Homeland at this point. I'm just like obsessed with that show. So I was watching it through all of my project making. And then in between all of my breaks, while dyeing the yarn, I've just been going back upstairs and continuing to watch Homeland. And in true procrastination, I am not working on those sleeves. I'm spinning yarn. Somebody really just needs to finish these sleeves. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what my problem is. I just don't want to do these sleeves. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. Because like I've said, I really want this sweater. And every event that goes by where I've been looking forward to wearing this sweater to, and then the event goes by, I'm so disappointed in myself, but yet I just keep not working on it. So I have no idea what's wrong with me. I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone else have this problem where, I don't know, you just want to do anything but the thing, even though you really want the thing? I don't know. Anyway, so it's been a really great day, and yeah, I feel like it's been a really productive day. Just tons of making, relaxing, I'm getting work done. So as soon as I'm done dyeing yarn, I'm hoping to get back outside to sit in my little bubble. Definitely had a lot of time in it yesterday. After I came back from my appointments, I spent pretty much the whole evening in it last night. And yeah, basically had like a little deck party last night. We had the tunes going. It was so much fun. And I did break the no dogs in the bubble last night. The dogs were in the bubble, but it's okay. They had a good time, and then we all just were snuggling, and they actually were keeping me warm, so it was working out. But that was so much fun. So probably have another bubble party again tonight. Anyway, so that is my Saturday. Until tomorrow, I'd love to know, how do you stay motivated with those projects? And it's not even the projects that you don't want to do. It's I don't know what's wrong with me. It's just become monotonous, that's all. It's not the shiny new thing anymore. It's been the thing that's been on the needles for 1.5 years. And I was so excited about it when I first started, and especially when I started it with a friend who was also, you know, doing some doodle projects as well. So it was just this thing, you know, we were doodling along together, and then I don't know. I just need to do it. You know what? I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna not spin yarn, and I'm gonna pick up that doodle sweater, and I'm going to at least get an inch done on that sleeve before I start spinning yarn again, okay? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right, so until tomorrow, my name is Meg, and thank you so much for tuning in.